questions about what you can do with your mobile banking in a moment. But let's hear from Trung. Hi, Trung. Are you there?
Yes, teacher and everyone. Yeah.
Hi, Trung. Trung, we're talking about banking today. Do you do any banking online?
Yes, I think I using banking online about 10, maybe nearly 10 years ago, because when I in the year student, I learned about finance, and when I know really exactly about online banking. And when in Vietnam held the banking online, I using it. And before Vietnam held the banking online, I already to study about the banking online, and I hear some of my friend in overseas in Europe, they talk about the banking online, and I think it's very convenient for people. And I think now when I using banking online, it's convenient for me. I don't need to go to the banking for standing in line or waiting the teller. I just transfer and sell, take money shelving in the online. Yes.
That's great. So can you buy products like at stores using your smartphone?
Yes, because now I think
That's great.
just the banking on it. I think it depend on the shopping. And now in Vietnam, a lot of people shopping they have the shopping online, and everybody can easy to buy in online, and we can buy when we receive the goods, or you can transfer money. But in Vietnam, the shopper, the owner shopper, we don't believe, and we just pay advance when we know exactly the shopper, the shopper,
Right.
and we usually we just pay when we receive the goods. Yeah.
Yeah. I see. So yeah, it's a little more complicated, right? So you receive the goods and then you pay for the product.
Yes. And with some of the famous shopper, and we know exactly, and we can pay first. Yes.
Right. So if there's a company that's very like if everybody trusts this company,
Yes.
It's easier to do business with them.
Yes. Because in Vietnam, it's easy to become a shopper, and some person they just using the Facebook or social media, and they selling a lot of things in there. But when they have problem, we don't know who they are, and they can disappear, and they don't delivery.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Some of the benefits of the internet are also the problems with the internet, right?
Yes.
That's a good point. Joel, let's hear from you. Do you use online banking?
Another banking app.
Yeah.
App in my my cell phone. The app of
from your bank. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like what bank do you use, Joel?
Banamex.
Banamex. Okay. So it's a big bank in Mexico, right?
It is so top 5 of the most big banks in the Mexico.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, very good. Let's hear from Armando. Hi, Armando. Armando, are you there? Oh, good. I can hear you now. Armando, do you use online banking?
Yeah, I use app of my bank. My bank is Banamex.
Okay, you use the same one as Joel. Very good.
Yeah.
And what do you like about the app, Armando?
I like because I will see if my factory or my boss in my account I get money.
Yeah, right. I mean, actually, I got paid today also, and I was able to see it in my email, and then I checked my bank account online, and it was very, very convenient. So, yeah, I think it's a real benefit now. mentions she can do a lot of things on her app. She pays bills over the internet, and then she can also make deposits on the internet in her internet banking or her app. So, all right, well, let me share my screen, and we can move into our main activity. So the title of this one is Depositing Money into My Account. And Natalie and Sam are going to talk about how they do this. All right, let's listen.
Wait, are you taking a picture of that check? Yeah, I'm depositing it through my bank's app. It's so easy. Wait, so you take a picture of the check and that's it? Yeah, you just log into your bank and you get deposit, and then you take a picture. You have to enter the amount, and it, I don't know, verifies the information on the check, reads the number, and it goes right into your account.
All right. It might be fun to practice this out loud. So why don't we have two people? Why don't we have Eunice? Eunice, can you be Natalie? And Armando, could you be Sam?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Eunice.
Wait, are you taking a picture of that check?
Yeah, I'm depositing it through my bank app. It's so easy.
Wait, do you take a picture of the check and that's it?
Yeah, you use login to your bank, and you hit who deposit, and then you take a picture. You have to enter the amount, and if I don't know, verifies the information on the check, reads the number, and it goes right into your account.
Very good. Let's hear from Joel. Joel, can you read Natalie? And Tron, could you read Sam?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
Why don't you taking a picture of that check?
Yes, I'm depositing it through my bank app. It's so easy.
Wait, so you take a picture of the check and that's all?
Yeah,
And that's it?
yes. I just log in to you just log in to your bank and you hit deposit, and then you take a picture. You have to enter the amount, and it's I don't know. I don't know. Verifies the information on the check. Read the number, and gets goes right into your account.
All right, very good. Did I hear from everybody? I think so, right? Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, let's talk about this one. So I want to ask a question about a vocabulary word first. Joel, can you tell me, what does depositing mean? Does this mean putting money into my bank or taking money out of my bank?
Again, please.
Yeah, what does depositing it mean? Does it mean the money is going in or is the money going out?
The money's in?
Yeah, that's right. It's going in. Yeah, and I have a picture of this. So here's a picture of the check, right? So this is in the United States, right? So the check is for $50. And the person, Mary Davis, wrote the check to John Smith, and the cost is $50. So John Smith is taking a picture of the check, and $50 will go into John's bank account. So that's what this is all about. Do you use checks where you live, Eunice?
No,
Yes.
I don't use
No. You don't use
check
checks,
in
right?
my life.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think my children will use checks either, but I used checks when I was younger. Now I don't. So I think they're disappearing in the future. Let me ask Trung, do you use checks in Vietnam?
Check.
Yeah,
I think
this
just
is a check.
in before before in the past we had you, but now I don't know.
Yeah, okay. That's right. You work in finance, so you know a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So now you don't use checks, but you did in the past. Yeah, very good. Somebody said yes when I asked the question. Armando, do you use checks? Or Joel, do you use checks?
I don't use checks.
Okay, very good. All right, excellent. So that's a little bit about this app. Let's talk about some other words. Okay, Trung, I want to ask this question. What does I don't know mean? Does this mean I don't know?
I think so.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. So it's the reduced form. It's like when we say I gotta go, right? I have got to go becomes I gotta go. And this one is I don't know becomes I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Let me ask Eunice. Eunice, what does it mean to verify something? Does it mean that it checks the number to see if it's correct?
Yes, it's when you check that anything information is correct.
Yeah, exactly. Let me ask Joel. Joel, what does account mean? Does this mean like a specific person's money?
In the account spends money or what?
Yeah, well, like for example, if you have a bank account, does this mean that the money in this place belongs to you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to explain this one without just translating, right? So it's the place where the bank keeps your money. That's your account. Very good.
Oh.
Yeah. Armando, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. How does Natalie deposit money into the bank? Yeah, how does Natalie deposit, oh, I'm sorry, not Natalie. How does Sam deposit money into the bank? Does he use his phone?
Okay. When I have to deposit money, I use my app. My app is Bancanet.
Yes.
In Bancanet, I net into my account. Then I go to the deposit part. In this part, I net register the information of the other account, and then I have to write the amount.
Yeah, okay. Very good.
And then
it sounds very similar to what Sam does, right? Sam takes a picture of the chat, right? And the information goes onto his phone. So what you did is very similar. You take the information of their account and you write the amount and the number, and it goes to your account. Yeah, I think that's right. All right. Any questions before we move on? Eunice, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Yeah, that's fine. Joel, any questions?
I don't have questions.
Okay. Chung, any
No,
questions?
with me, no, teacher.
Okay, very good. And Armando, any questions?
not.
Okay, very good. All right, let's move into some discussion. So here's some questions I have. What are the benefits of online banking? And then here's another one. Have you ever had any online banking. For example, fraud. Maybe there are people who want to steal money from banks, and now they use computers, right? So maybe you can tell a story about some money that was stolen from someone, or maybe a government, or something like that, using online banking. But let's hear your stories. First of all, let's start with Trung. Trung, what do you think are the benefits of online banking?
The benefits of the banking online is we first sell our time. Yes, and it's I think the first thing is the time, and the third thing is quickly. Yes, I think.
Yeah, okay, it saves time and it transfers money quickly.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we can buy something. It's easy more. Yes.
Yeah, okay, it's easier to buy something, right? So in the past, we had to use a large amount of cash, and now we can use transactions, like a transfer,
Yeah.
to make a big payment. Yeah,
Yes.
that's very useful. Good. Let's hear from Eunice. Eunice, can you think of any other benefits of online banking?
Yes, I think that it's very important to shop online because it's more secure
Oh, yeah.
and easy.
Security. So how is it more secure, for example? Like, is it harder to lose money?
Yes, I don't have money or cash in the wallet, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point, right? Thieves can't steal money from you without codes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important. Good. Let's hear from Armando. Armando, can you think of any other benefits of online banking?
Yes, teacher. I think that the bank account is very quickly for transfer money, and it's very easy in buy things in online.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we can buy things online. That's another benefit. Well, can you think of any more benefits of online banking?
Yes, the benefits of my online banking is more easy to pay of my home, of my work, the accounts of my credit cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably makes credit cards more common for everybody, right? It's easier to get credit cards with online banking, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing too. I wanted to give one more example. When I started working in like 1993 or 4 as a teenager, every time I got paid, I took a check to the bank and I stood in line and then I signed the check and I gave it to the bank. Today, my money comes direct to my account and I check it on my phone, and I don't have to visit the bank. To me, that's a really good thing. Okay, let's talk about problems. Are there any problems with online banking? Eunice, can you think of any problems?
In this moment, no.
Okay.
I don't have any problems.
That's great. Yeah, excellent. Trung, how about you? Can you think of any problems with online banking?
Yes, I think the biggest problem with the banking online is when have problem with the system, like hacker, and sometimes I afraid when we had the hacker have problem with the banking, and because now I just know my money is a number, and I don't have keep any document about certificate. It show it my money and just online, and I write something someday if their system have problem and they lost on the data, and I don't know how what's going on. And sometimes because with the banking online, we have problem in internet. Sometimes with the internet have problem, and we can do anything. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a good point. When the system goes down,
Yes.
you can't access your banking. Yeah, that can be difficult.
Yes, and internet it's a lot information, and if you lot information, it's dangerous and it risk when you using more in a normal. I think it's more convenient, but it's more problem.
Yeah, that's true. Right. So one nice thing about the internet is it's pretty stable.
Yeah.
But yeah, there can be problems sometimes. Definitely.
Yes.
Well, can you think of any problems with internet banking, online banking?
No, I don't have problems with my bank.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, very good. Armando, can you think of any problems with online banking?
Yeah, I lost
You lost your card?
I registered my account.
Yes.
And then I have a problem because I get another phone with other number.
Oh.
Wasn't necessary go to the bank and change the phone and is very uncommon.
Yeah, uncomfortable or inconvenient. Yeah. Maybe inconvenient. Yeah. Oh yeah, that can be difficult, right? So if you get some information wrong, you don't have access to your money. Yeah, that would be very difficult. Well, maybe we could talk briefly about some other benefits. Let's see. What would you like to do with your app that you can't do now? So, for example, is it easy to transfer money to a friend on your app? Like, for example, I think it's possible in some systems, but I don't know about every system. Alcione says, was mentioning benefits. Yeah, speed of payments and transfers from a person or to other people. Yeah, it helps with site or time purchases. Yeah, I agree. And then Alcione says she's never had a problem with the bank as an agency, but she did have a problem with a credit card. Okay, so she once made a purchase with a card worth a certain amount of money, and a larger amount was debited from her account. She managed to get the money back, but it worked. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes fraud can happen. If they have your number, they can take more money out sometimes, but banks really want to avoid that problem. All right, well, I wrote the question there. What would you like to do with your app that you can't do yet? Maybe something you'd like to do in the future. Chuck, how about you? What would you like to be able to do in the future?
About banking online in the future?
Yeah, like for example, is there something like would you like to be able to maybe transfer money or maybe change your money from one currency to another or send money overseas, things like that?
Yes, I think with the banking online, I hope in the future it's easy for for transfer or for payment in all country in the world, and we have to run the system, and it's easy to because now when we in Vietnam Vietnam currency, and we go in overseas, and we have to take a time, and sometimes when we buy something, like now we have the visa and it's the credit card, and but sometimes they check information a lot of time, and some banking they don't know because some banking is very big in Vietnam, but in some other country they don't know our bank in Vietnam, and they don't accept the payment, and I need to the payment is very easy for everybody. Yes, and
So yeah, more you'd you'd like to be able to do more international banking.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's useful. Yeah. Eunice, how about you? Is there something you would like to be able to do with your banking app in the future?
In this moment, no, nothing of
That's
any
fine.
improvement for the
Yeah.
online.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I think that's a very useful thing. Armando, how about you? Can you think of anything you would like to do in the future? All right, maybe Joel, how about you? Can you think of anything that you would like to do with your banking app?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. Maybe it does everything you need it to do. So that's great. All right. Well, let's review. So today we talked about online banking, and it sounds like online banking has really provided a lot of services for everybody. And if you really want to know how great it is, you can talk to your grandparents or your parents about what banking was like when they were children, or younger people, because I think you'll discover how much better things are right now. Alcione, you mentioned another benefit. She forgot to mention that it's faster access for direct employees or managers who take care of the account. The service in the banks can be time consuming. All right, thank you everybody for sharing, and I liked this conversation. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye teacher. Thank you, teacher.